I agreed on.
You don't think Lamar Jackson's the most valuable player in the National Football League?
No, I don't.
This is absurd.
What are you talking about?
I want my quarterbacks to be quarterbacking.
I don't need security, bitch. I keep that Draco when I step. Niggas, bitches, they'll talk about you, but never say how they feel. Fuck a gang, and if you walk with me, don't count, just keep it real. I ain't gonna speak on what I did, his ass know how that hot shit feel. Leave him stainless with the steel. Roll them head shit for real. Call no shots, but if you fuck with me, little boy, I get you killed. Who you kill, bitch, be for real. Bitch, we winning in that field. All that nigga do is rap, his ass ain't never did a drill. COD confirmed to kill. Spin a nigga streak for real. Them killers came like they was best. I think they in the Navy still. Pull up agents, crack the seal. Mookie, how that chopper feel. Wanna ask his bitch as that, but that nigga dead for real. Been a nigga block the windows down, but I like jumping out. You clap first, I'm still coming, bitch. We just don't spark it out.
I've said it before. I believe he's the best quarterback in the National Football League. I've said it many times before, and he continues to prove it. He proves me right.
So go ahead, do your little intro.
Long ass intro, but I feel like it was worth
Where's
it.
my intro?
Your intro somewhere. It's in the shuffle.
Find my intro, and use that intro because that's the intro I want. I knew this intro was coming. I've seen this intro before. I want my intro. Where's my intro, Mo?
See, because I'm the Lamar Jackson of this show, right? I'm Big Trust. I'm the MVP. Come see about me.
I thought you were CMC.
That was last week.
I thought you were Gardner Minshew.
That was a couple weeks ago. Now
Okay,
I'm Lamar Jackson. But
Go ahead.
fresh off the Happy New Year. Thank you, everybody. Wetson, Happy New Year to you. This is a fucking awesome thing that we're doing. What, the third year of the show?
Yes, third.
Wow, that's crazy. So that's insane. Thank you, because it's always great to do this every week. Not all the time, but sometimes. But anyway, I'm kidding. But no, how was don't be petty. Don't be petty.
We're gonna do like 1 week at a time, bro. We can't do more than 1 week because
How was your holidays, man? Like holidays were nice,
bro. The holidays were great to me, man. I have no complaints whatsoever, man. It was a great holiday. Before today, last time I was at work was like December 21st. So, and from that point on, I was off. I took the kids down to Orlando to for Christmas. SeaWorld. For my daughter's birthday, and my brother lived down there, so we spent the time with his family and his kids. Man. And we did the whole thing, bro. The matching pajamas.
That's okay, but I love it.
Listen, man, it was beautiful.
I'm kidding. Hold on. Don't cancel me. It's not.
No. Cancel him for sure. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can always do Earth2 sports talk with somebody else. Like it could be Weds and anybody else. Like
you can't do it without Lamar. Like that's what I'm saying.
It could be Weds. I'm already sick of my co-host, so it could be Weds and whoever. Like whoever wants to join in next, he's easily replaceable. I promise you. Like because
leadership. That's some leadership. Oh man, that's awesome to hear, man. That's
but yeah, man, it was a great holiday, man. We got to relax, spend a lot of time with family, and that's always a plus. And man, the kids had a good time. Wife loved it. So yeah, man, holidays was good. Was good. All the other things, there's things that happened, but those are headaches for another time, man. How about you, man? How was yours?
Oh man, I was actually here. I didn't go nowhere. Like I went for Thanksgiving, so I decided to stay up here. I stayed up here. I had my friend brought her dogs over, so it was a full house. So it was 3 dogs in the house, myself, and yeah, bro. Like you've seen my place.
Paula's active, so to have three in the house.
But you know what? So the thing about it is because I'm working a lot more from home, I don't get to spend a lot of time with Paula. Even when I wasn't working from home, I didn't get but because she had friends, she was occupied. So so I was able to actually get work done. Like you who was off from the 21st to whenever, I actually was working. I had two. No, listen, I had 2 days off. I had Christmas Day off, and I had New Year's Day off, bro. So I was actually able to get work done because she was occupied. So that was cool though. But I think what also made this holiday really special was because I got to actually spend it with this was like one of the ones where it was a friends thing, right? I was with friends, and usually I'm with family, but I was with friends, and it was different. So I enjoyed it.
That's
Can't
what's up,
complain,
man.
Can't
That's what's
complain.
up, man. Because I know after a long year of all the stuff, sometimes you need just a little cool down time, man. You said,
So it worked out, and I mean, work while I was able to get work done, it was still a light load because everyone was traveling, so it's not like I was. Bro, there were some days I was just sitting here and not doing anything, and then there was 1 or 2 days where I actually worked, but I was doing one. I was doing one work a day.
Yeah, bro. You know what's funny though? Whenever I've had to, like, whenever I've noticed, I'm like, okay, cool. So this is it for the week. I'm like, cool. I'm going to space this out,
bro.
I'm going to do one test today.
I was doing one a day, bro, for 4 days. There was literally 4 things. I could have just cleared all 4, but I was like, if I just clear all 4 right now, that means someone is gonna be like, "What are you doing?" So I did one.
Yeah. What?
I did one. Oh man. But yeah. So the holidays were great. Guess what else was great was football. During the holidays was amazing. I think to me, this was almost outside of Thanksgiving football, Christmas Eve, New Year, like that was the best football we got.
Yep.
And I think the MVP race has been solidified. There's no more this guy should be, that guy should be. But I think the discussion around the MVP race is what's funny and important. And I think maybe we should give our 2 cents. Because we were gonna talk about it once, right? And then we just never were able to match up times.
Yeah.
We were never able to match up times. I see you, Kyle. I see you. And the thing about it is I was so excited about this show because
come on. Welcome, Kyle.
Like I said, see what I'm saying? Anthony comes in hot off the presses. What is the meaning of the MVP? Most valuable player. And I think the discussion, because we have had a lot of conversations around this. Someone, you know what pisses me off about that video about that lady? It's not the fact that she said quarterback. She was very animated. She's like, what are you talking about? Like, how fucking dare you? Like, I almost said something really sexist, so I'm gonna rein it in. See, how fucking dare you, right? I'm not gonna do it. I'm different this year, bro. I'm different.
Okay, cool. Because I was about to say, bro, it's like day 2. Like, can we not get canceled? Like, it's day 2, bro. Like, YouTube already took down one of our videos from like a couple of years ago. Like, bro, please, let's not get us canceled this early already.
So 3 things, right? So I think one of the front runners for MVP, Christian McCaffrey. Before the Baltimore game, it was actually Brock Purdy, which made me start paying more attention to his games, and I would go back and watch highlights. Bro, I'm not giving the MVP to someone who is passing 5-yard swing passes. Bro, one of his touchdowns last week was a pop pass. Mind you, there's nothing wrong with that. Do you understand? Was a pop pass to Deebo Samuels from cut through, and he just popped it in. Bro. A lot of his passes, a lot of them, not all of them, are 5-yard swing passes. CMC, take it down for 20. 5 yards to and take it down for 20. You will find Ayuk when the defense decides to cut the play to cheat.
I was about to say, I know there's a lot of those screen passes, 5-yard pop passes and quick slant routes to CMC and Deebo, but Ayuk and Kittle have also been
up top. Yeah. But those things happen when the defense cheats. Those are not a weekly occurrence. I think maybe in the beginning of the season, those were almost weekly. But because of what Deebo and CMC give you on those quick passes and those quick options, you're able to find that over the top pass. I think Brady was one of the guys who did that a lot with his quick, the quick passes before, and then when he got Randy Moss, it almost feels like that was the first time you really saw Brady just air the ball out almost all the time. Walker, yeah, no, I mean, Deion Branch, was he airing the ball out to Deion Branch? You know better than me. You watch Brady.
No, he was, but no, things are Brady aired the ball out a lot because the things though, the way he played, it was almost like the way he played was almost like, all right, if I can get 2 or 3 passes, quick passes to whether Wes Walker before he had Edelman, and eventually to Amendola when he got there, and then eventually when he got Edelman and then Moss.
Yeah.
Day 2 most.
I didn't want to be the one to do that one.
Because when you talk
my
about
take on that,
year,
bro. Let's finish the MVP conversation.
Yeah. So
because we're going to talk about all of the main.
So I'm saying, so he did that a lot, but things were for him when he did it. It wasn't because can't air the ball out. It was more so like, if I do this 2 or 3 times, now you're gonna all of a sudden what you're gonna do is you're gonna clog the middle, and all I need is one guy to go go down the sideline, and I'm gonna air it out to them every single time.
Please, just focus, bro.
Focus, because Anthony decided to become violent, on the second day of the brand new year. So let's just say focus. So as far as the conversation go, I see what you mean in terms of you're not giving it to a guy. See, for me, I'm not even against giving it to him because of those like slant routes and passing stuff like that. It's not even that. It's simply because of the team around him.
Oh, fantastic!
Like because while the quarterback is supposed to be the most like pivotal, important important player on that team, I've also seen that team reach the Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Bro, like, are we forgetting?
And from the time they got they lost Jimmy Garoppolo, they added CMC. Losing Jimmy G and adding CMC, that's even an upgrade. That's a brand new car. Like, so no, that's basically finally letting go of that 07 Ultimate that's been like getting you through just barely to get you to from point A to point B, to be like, yo, you know what? It's 2023. You know what,
bro?
I deserve something better. Like, let me get an Audi, bro. Yo, that A8 is looking pretty good.
Bro,
A8. I need a sports model. I need the speed version. So you know what,
TT, bro.
Yo.
Q4. Like, you feel me? So yeah, like,
so I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and like me and I was talking to Zé, to Will, when we did the race with him in Philly. I was talking to him, and I was asking him like and we were talking about like Jimmy G. He was like, oh, but Jimmy G. I was like, okay, quick question, who would you choose right now, Jimmy G or Jordan Love? He was like, what do you mean? He was like, Jimmy G's been to the Super Bowl. I was like, great. Who would you choose right now? You could pick whatever team you want to put him in. You go into the Super Bowl. They say, hey, you go to the Super Bowl, but you need a quarterback. You need a quarterback, and those are your options: Jimmy G or Jordan Love. And that man spoke for 20 minutes in the most politician
Jimmy
way.
Is a fourth string quarterback. That's the answer.
That man spoke for 20 minutes in the most politician way he could find out, and then he goes, fine, Jordan Love. So it goes to show you that with the Niners, they had Jimmy G and a quarterback, and they still managed to make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they won that division like 3-4 times with him. Like, come on now. It's not rocket science. As far as it goes, Brock got the numbers, but Brock is not the most valuable person on his team. So, honest question with no shade, not being funny. Does Perry remind anyone of Cousins in Washington, which is better weapons than actual O-line? Yes, that's the answer. I still think Cousins better though, but like
no, but I'm saying, but in terms of performance in that time span,
because Kirk in Washington was killing it.
Because for me, Kirk is the best mid quarterback there is. Like, he's the best mid quarterback. Like, he like, if we're talking mid tier quarterback, like absolute mids,
right?
Kirk is the best one. So
for me, the biggest reason why I wasn't going to give it to Brock Purdy was in that remember when they had that 3-game slide? when Debo, not CMC, Debo was hurt and didn't play for 3 games straight, and they slid because now the defense could key in on those short passes to CMC. So now CMC had to be a runner, right? Even though he had to just be a pure running back, and you couldn't cheat and have Ayuk go over the top as much, and you couldn't cheat and have Kittle, give you the middle of the field as much, because one player. So this is and segueing to why, which is the second runner up, CMC, to me, should not get it as well, because you take CMC out of that team, just leave Debo, give them a decent running back or a good serviceable running back. Leave Debo, leave that team as is, because as you said, when they lost Jimmy G, they brought CMC in. He just turned that offense up to a notch. But that team was still a contender without CMC, which is so. Again, I mean, I'm not saying he's bad. I will give him the rushing title, but I can't.
If you take CMC out of the 49ers this season, they are a terrible team.
They're not.
They are a terrible team.
Sorry, that is where I will argue with anyone.
Bro,
go ahead.
CMC this season for
okay, then how come he lost 3? Didn't he lose 3 straight? Didn't he lose 3 straight? Like, bro.
Okay, but here's the thing though. We keep forgetting some things, right? You keep forgetting some things. When a team is
my pick.
No. I'm saying when a team is constructed a certain type of way, and especially the teams, when a team is constructed in a way where normally for a team to win, here's a few things that needs to actually be great. Defense has to be on point. Even if the receivers are average or just decent, if the O-line is good, the defense is good. If they have a solid quarterback, behind there, that's usually a winning formula, right? But here's the thing: why Niners defense is good, while the O-line is good, right? If you take away CMC there and still have Brock Purdy, that team does not go well.
Let me ask you a question: you put Kamara in there, does that team still have the record it has?
No.
So you're saying
CMC
that team that is built the way it's built. Said when your team is constructed a certain way, because that team was constructed the way it was constructed before CMC came in. All he added to that team was just another weapon. I don't think he added any more dynamic anything to that team. He just was another weapon, or just maybe the best weapon they could have added. But he's a weapon.
He wasn't just a weapon, okay?
Because I think Kamara fills that position perfectly.
Here's the thing. There are levels to weapons. If I come to you with a butter knife, that could be considered a weapon. If I come to you, with just a 6-inch knife, that's
Alvin Kamara is a butter knife?
No. I'm giving you an example. There's levels to these weapons, okay?
Okay.
If I come at you with a butter knife, that could be considered a weapon. Okay, if I come at you with just a regular 6-inch knife, that could be a weapon. But if I come at you with a freaking katana, with a freaking katana sword, there's a level to this weapon. And if I come to you with a Swiss Army knife, which is what CMC is, because not only is he catching well out of the backfield, and also, first of all, have you seen Kamara run like CMC ever in his career, in his life? No, you haven't. So with that being said, I'm not. We're talking CMC from the time he got there. He got him a touchdown again for like 26 games straight or something like that. He gave them so much. He gave them so to the point where you could be like, yo, it doesn't matter if it was Brock Purdy, under center. Just take the ball, turn around, hand it to CMC. That's what they were doing for a lot of the time. And there's not a lot of quarterbacks in the league you could do that with. Because again, he could run with power. He's elusive. And he could catch it out of the backfield. So I'm not saying to you that, nobody else could fill that role besides CMC. What I'm saying to you is the fact that CMC has been not just a weapon. CMC is their best weapon.
I don't believe that. And this is, again, when I go to that 3-game slide, CMC missed 1 quarter in that 3-game slide. He played 2 full games in that 3-game slide. Yes, he kept having that touchdown, where he was having a touchdown a game. So he was effective, but they lost Debo, and they lost a layer of explosiveness
because the team is okay. I'm sorry, and I guess this is the point I failed to make, because the team is not constructed to function without any pieces. That's what I'm saying. Because, for example, a lot of teams, for example, if they miss a piece, something can make up for it. For example, right?
Bro, they won the championship game last year, right?
When they lost Debo, a quarterback that's a better quarterback than Purdy could have make up for it somehow. But the thing is, but because what happened, because of the way the team is constructed, they need every piece to be here so they can continue function as is.
For their quarterback, they need every
because
piece
of the quarterback. Yes.
Because again, so you're saying to me they need CMC in there for their quarterback, not because they need CMC for that team to function. Because again, you said earlier that team added CMC, but they were in a Super Bowl with Jimmy G without CMC.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, like, you give them you can go a step down CMC, right? Let's just say a step down CMC, but a good enough a pass catching running back, a good enough running back like Kamara to me, who can run between the tackles, who can run east and west, and can catch out the backfield. Because there was a time when both of them were almost neck and neck in their careers, right? Where the injuries were a thing for CMC, and that's why Kamara looked like the more premier back. And now because CMC is healthy, because he doesn't have to do everything. Like, remember, because wasn't it Carolina where he had to literally be the Swiss Army knife, right? But now that he's in a team where he doesn't necessarily have to do everything, even though still doing everything, but doesn't necessarily have to be the main focal point. He's able to keep
the only focal point. You mean the only focal point? Because in Carolina, he was the only focal point.
Right. So he's able to keep himself. So he's able to keep himself a lot healthier, and now he's able to have the season he's having. Again, to me, that team without CMC, with another running back that can do what he does, maybe not, it doesn't have to be as good, right? Because you don't need that running back to do it as good as CMC, but you need him to do it just as good, right? You don't need him to do it, you don't need CMC level, but you just need him to do just as good. I think that team still thrives. Maybe they lose one more game, but they still thrive, and they're still in contention to get out of the NFC. So to me, it's a no. And then finally, it brings us to this, right? So if you take Lamar away and you put anyone else, that they still win. Purdy to a Dak. See, anyways. You know what? Anyway, let's just go to Lamar.
Answer the question.
No. Tua, no. Dak, no.
Tua via Gutla.
Tua, yeah. I know. I know what I call him. I know, but no. Okay. For better or for worse, as you said, Miami's constructed the way it's constructed, and it helps Tua. When they went out and got Tyreek Hill, that was the best thing they could have done for Tua.
Yes,
that was the absolute.
Oh, hold on. Let me read this. I need to read this. Hold on. Dak wouldn't survive with Ravens O-line or against AFC North. Tua would not thrive the way he did in Miami and Baltimore. Purdy would get killed because of our O-line. Lamar rolls off and moves a lot to hide a lot of our challenges on O-line. That's the reason why Joe was banged up really bad last 2 years, and he was in Baltimore. The same O-line bailed out in 18 season. Okay, 2002. Okay, fair enough. All right. I like that breakdown.
Right, and which is I'm looking at it right. Tua, and the funny part about it is, like, we can shit on Purdy all we want, but he had a really nice pass last week where he rolled out and he pointed at Ayuk, and but you were playing an XFL team. Like, if we're being very fucking honest,
okay. Here's the thing. You and I have had this discussion plenty of time. You can only play who's in front of you. You can only play who's in front of you.
You know, I wish the NFL and the XFL, because the UXFL, because that's what they are now. You know, I wish they come together and do a relegation type thing where, you know, the worst team, the worst 3 teams just don't get a top draft pick. Instead, they just, you know, or they do get the top, or the best 3 teams from the XFL get the top 3 draft picks, right? And then the worst 3 teams get relegated.
Move up to the NFL, and
move up to the end of the last 3. Yeah, get out of here. Like, that would be fun, because now these teams, I feel like the owners will have a lot lot more to play for.
They do that in soccer all the time.
They do that in the Premier League, right?
Yeah.
So, so maybe you know, I'm pretty sure at some point they'll adopt it, because please, like, the fucking Carolina Panthers, get the fuck out of here. He had that, like, so I'm not taking anything away from that pass.
Here's why.
Lamar does that. And people are like, "Oh, Lamar does this," and people go nuts. Yeah.
Here's the thing. With that, I like that idea, but for this season, I wouldn't want it, because one of the worst teams in the NFL this season is the Arizona Cardinals. But I couldn't let them go to the XFL or the USFL. The reason why is because I believe they are the best team in the NFC East. And I say they're the best team in the NFC East because the Arizona Cardinals, being the second worst team in the NFL, they managed to beat both the Cowboys and the Eagles in the same season. Okay. So because of that, I wouldn't let them go this season.
The Eagles? That's crazy. Like, I want to see what they can do. Yes, they were the worst.
The Eagles at this point right now, I'm looking at I'm over here like, cry, Eagles cry. That's what I'm thinking right now.
Questioning everything. So if you take, I didn't say you can find, bro. See, this is some shit right here. Remember, I said you can find a serviceable running back, not CMC level, but a step down. You can find.
Yeah,
you are not, because what happened last year to Baltimore when they were literally neck and neck with Joe Burrow in the playoffs. Lamar went down.
Yeah,
that team did not make the playoffs. Okay. Don't give me that. Lamar adds and last year they did not have Odell. They didn't have Zay Flowers. Did they have Mark Andrews all season?
They did. Oh yeah, he was injured for I think he was injured for a couple of games, but
right. But he came back. Right. They also didn't have J.K. Dobbins, who they also don't have right now. So
so right now for you, the overall MVP is Lamar Jackson. No questions about it. Right.
There are questions. Okay. If you want to say bring up his stats, great. Okay. He does not have those great MVP numbers, but they've won games.
So hold on. So with that being said, and I'm glad that you said that, because my question to you is, Lamar Jackson, big trust, MVP, woo woo, come see me. About that, all that, right? With that being said, if we're gonna have all that being said, but again, I wouldn't be me if I didn't come here and challenge you.
Of course. I'm just waiting.
As something else. Why not Dak?
Why not Dak? I think because in the when the light has shined really bright for Dakota Prescott, he has not. San Francisco. I think they lost to have they played the Eagles yet? They played them.
They played the Eagles and they demolished the Eagles.
Right. Okay. So San Francisco. That was the game when everyone was like, "This is it for Dak right here. This is the one. He needs to show like again." No. And the Bills game. Lights were bright for him, and lights were too bright. Lamar Jackson has not shied away from all the brightness of the lights. And
now let's talk about the games the Ravens lost.
Okay, I'll give it to you. So the Pittsburgh one, right at the end of the game. The MVP is never because if it's about stats, Peyton Manning, my GOAT, won an MVP with not great stats. He just won it because he's fucking Peyton Manning. If we're being real, there's precedent for that. It's not.
So the MVP is not about stats. It's about what? Winning. Okay.
They had the best record in the AFC.
Okay. So it's not about stats, it's about winning, right?
and it's about who the most valuable player to the team can be.
And you're saying that so you don't care about so here's the thing. The reason why I ask you this is because
Dak, I think any quarterback can play in that system with Dak. I 100% think that. And then I think if you put up everything from this postseason, the preseason up to now, like Lamar, he's the big question mark and all of that. Like
I know I don't care about the talks.
You don't care about
the talks are interesting because
but the question is, did he prove all of those people saying, "Oh, he's not going to do this, he can't do this, he can't blah 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 blah"? Has he?
Here's the
maybe
thing.
not you, obviously not you, but like
here's the thing. I didn't hear any of those things. Why? Because Lamar's a former MVP. Lamar already won an MVP. So the talks about what he can't do,
won it with way worse of a roster than he has now, which is insane.
And the reason I'm saying this because I'm like the reason why I'm saying I don't care about the talks is because let me see. Let me look at this one. Yeah, again. So see, those are all.
Kyle is a writer, though. Let's be honest. So first of all, Kyle is a writer. Like
no. Again.
No. Like he actually is a writer. Like,
no. I love that because because the thing is though, I love people who can like articulate what they're saying so perfectly, and Kyle did that time and time again, especially with each point. So, so the thing is though, and what we're saying about this is like. The talks don't concern me. I don't care about the talks because, granted, we are literally here talking about football and talking about other stuff like that. But the talks about question mark about Lamar or stuff like this, they don't interest me whatsoever. Why? Because this is a guy who's already won MVP. This is a guy who's won it when a team when they say, "Oh, he's not a real quarterback. He can't do this. He can't do that." They've been saying those things from day one. That has made no difference. You see the Ravens with Lamar. You see the Ravens without Lamar. You see when the Ravens needed to win, they need Lamar to win. You see when the Ravens couldn't win, it's because Lamar couldn't be the best Lamar he could be. So because of that, I'm like, he's clearly the most valuable player on the team, and of course and when they win, it's often because of him. But also, the way the team is constructed for it to be. For Lamar to be the end all and be all. That's what I was trying to say. Got As opposed to other teams, how they constructed, how the Cowboys are constructed, how the Niners are constructed.
Right.
How a lot of other teams are constructed. They're not just like the Chiefs are constructed or Patrick Mahomes. It's Mahomes or bust. There's nobody else. Okay, so with that being said,
because of the rushing yards. Because he didn't have 4,000 passing yards. He had 3,000 something. Yeah. He had 1,000 rushing yards. That's why he won it. Let's be real.
Okay. So with that being said, right? So the MVP is not about stats. It's about winning.
Right.
If you tell me it's not about stats, it's about winning, then yeah, Lamar's a runaway MVP. But the thing is though, and that's with every season in every sport, the argument or the case for MVP is never consistent.
Oh, it's never consistent.
It's never consistent.
I know that, and I'm telling, like, I just spit out his stats from his last MVP run, right?
Yeah.
And I'm now saying this because who is the runaway MVP right now? Because if you go Josh Allen, he has the stats. Would you give it to Josh Allen?
And the things I'm saying that's what I'm saying. I don't think that is a runaway MVP because nobody has had a Peyton Manning 55 touchdown season. Nobody had a Mahomes 50-yard season. Yeah. Nobody had a Brady 50 touchdown season. Like nobody's had those. So I'm like, so there's no runaway MVP right now. At some point, prior to Tyreek Hill, prior to the decline, when Tua couldn't get him the ball, Tyreek Hill was on pace to be like, should we consider him for MVP?
Yeah. Yes.
CMC was saying like, oh, should he be MVP? He's like, but it's a quarterback award basically. And then we looked at Dak. We're like, Dak has the wins, he has the numbers, and he has the stats. So like he has the wins, he has the stats. Like,
and then he pooped the bed.
I'm like,
And then he pooped the bed when they needed him not to poop the bed.
First of all,
Mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm,
hate
mm-hmm.
that. I hate Dakota Jamie Prescott for for that particular game, because that game I needed him to be just average, not even good, not even great, just be average. I would have won.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow that day, him and the Cowboys both played the worst game of the entire season.
Right.
So as far as it goes, because and I'm gonna say this, if we're gonna if we're not gonna base it off the numbers, if we're not gonna base it off wins, we have to base it on the individual play as a whole. That's the reason why to me Lamar should Lamar wins MVP,
Mm-hmm.
because when you look at and I think I told you this multiple times again, I care more about the eye test than I care about the stats. You care more you care a lot about stats. I
Mm-hmm.
don't, because for me numbers lie all the time. I was like, dude, I know numbers. I can play around with numbers. I'm like, yo, dude, I could put a graph to you here with certain numbers, and you'd be like, oh, this. You could, if you look at the graph and look at the numbers, you can see a very different. So as far as it goes, I don't care about the stats as much as I care about the eye test. And the eye test tell me Lamar is MVP. However, if somebody decided, ooh, I'd rather choose this based on stats, based on whatever else, Lamar doesn't have the numbers in comparison to numbers only lie on NCAA football. Anthony, that's a lie. Numbers lie in the NFL right now, and numbers lying in the NFL right now, bro. Numbers are lying. Tua's
Because
numbers, Tua's numbers or lie.
inflated.
Tua's numbers
Brock
or lie.
Purdy's numbers to me are a lie.
Brock
I don't
Purdy's numbers
care.
or lie. Dakota Prescott's numbers or lie. So no, granted, someone's Lamar's number or lie too. But again, numbers lie all the time. So that's the point I'm making. Like, I don't believe this whole like men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Numbers
But
lie.
also, and I think quality of teams you beat, right? Yes, the Niners beat the Cowboys. Yes, but then everyone was saying the Cowboys was beating teams that if you like, we had that conversation, right? The Cowboys and the Eagles both were playing under sub 500 teams, right? And
Yeah, but
so
the thing is,
so
though, the thing is,
quality
though,
of wins matters,
that
right?
that part doesn't matter to me as
To
much.
you because you
It
you
doesn't
play who's
matter.
in front of you, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Because
saying.
that was our
Look,
argument is why are you saying that? So, but to people, that's not a quality win. The Cowboys like
okay,
beating up
okay.
like losing to Arizona was an anomaly. Like, oh my god, what like
But hold on, But the thing is, though, those are the same people. Those are the same people who would get in front of a screen or get behind a microphone and say, "Oh, football is any given Sunday." If it's any given Sunday,
then
they have to.
any given team should be able to win.
Because guess what? Every team's constructed the same way.
Right.
There's some quarterbacks, there's some running backs, there's some defensive line. Like, they're all constructed the same way.
Right.
And guess what? Listen, when free agent market hit, when the drafts happen, when all these things happen, guess who else have the same opportunities? Every team.
Yeah.
Guess what? There are teams. Listen, there are teams who picked up freaking Hall of Fame players in the second, third, and fourth rounds.
Tom Brady was picked up sixth, fifth or sixth. Tom Brady.
Sixth, number 199.
And it's looking like Brock Purdy might be steal. Okay. But ultimately, so question then, flat out, who's your MVP?
It has to be Lamar Jackson. I have to give it to Lamar. Just
Anthony,
because, again,
who are you giving it to? Kyle, who are you giving it to? Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I just want to
fair.
Because I want to move on to comeback player of the year, because we know I have a take on that. Like,
I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you, bro. I'm not doing this comeback player of the year thing with you. I'm not doing it.
We know I have a take on that. Come on, it's gonna be a 2-second segment.
Okay, but yeah, no. For me, it's Lamar, and for me, I think I told you, it's not even because of the stats, because the stats says
stats don't give it to him.
Yeah, the stats don't give it to him. Stats don't give it to him. Stats with the stats, stats don't give it to Dak or even Purdy on the stats. But
like, people were saying Josh Allen. Josh Allen had to. What team lost on Sunday? I think it was who did Kansas City play? Denver. Denver had to lose. Was it Denver? No, was it? Oh, it's Miami. Someone had to lose.
Yeah.
For Buffalo to be in the hunt. That's insane to me. You don't give in the hunt, like a team that needed a loss to get, like, you don't give that person MVP. My bad, I already put that up. You don't.
Yeah, no. So like I said, so as far as it's concerned to me, I don't care. I don't care about numbers like most people do because I know numbers lie.
Okay, so comeback player of the year. I think this one is very quick for me. Like, and I understand it. Like, I get it, bro. Like, you died on the NFL football field and you came back to life, and that is a feat. But like, you came back to life and you've been a scrub. Like, bro, like you barely
You
played.
played 17 snaps.
Like, no one, like, the only thing the first game back was the only time that you see I've seen you in a helmet. I think another time was when they played Kansas City,
Mm-hmm.
and he was the reason Kansas City, was it Kansas City? It was some, they played a team, and he was one of the reasons why they lost. So please, like, and and my comeback player of the year could be Joe Flacco, because like that man was playing with his kids and got tired one day and went outside and said, let me get my arm ready. You know, they might need me. And as soon as they needed him, this man's like, I am not going back home to those kids. I gotta win. And he is, like, honestly, Joe Flacco has done something to me that I'm very surprised to see.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this is a good one. So are we? This is an award show then. I guess that's what this is.
You can teach you what deserves player of the year.
Man, that's tough.
Yes.
But I say yes. I don't see anybody else like
It's yes
outright right now.
because if you look at it, he's had the most consistent season as
Bro,
far
did
as
we just kind of cut out my comeback player of the year conversation? Because
yes. Because bro, it's not an argument, bro. I don't know why you trying to make it when it's not.
Talk about how this
Bro,
nigga died and they
bro,
want to just give him the
I will
fucking
give
award
you
because he died. Get
I
out
will
my
give you
face.
three guys who can come back player of the year over him. Flacco started playing week 12.
Mm-hmm.
Baker Mayfield.
Bruh.
Baker Mayfield
Baker
has Mayfield has 3,900 yards with 28 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. And this
I don't
is
know
what
who that is.
Bro. Here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. And I was saying this. I was like, yo, if you had told somebody in the beginning of the season, right? And they're like, oh, guess what? The Tampa signing Baker Mayfield. Everybody's like, okay.
Everybody was, oh, Tampa about to tank for Caleb Williams. Like, that's what everybody thought was
nobody thought, oh yeah, Baker Mayfield. Yes, that's exactly who we need.
You know what's funny? I know the GM is tight because he's like, yo, we signed in Baker. We're gonna go get Caleb in August.
And Baker said
in the playoffs.
Baker said, oh no.
And now you about to be in the playoffs. I know he's tight, bro.
My man said, I'm not done yet. Okay. I know he said, yo, that man said they wrote me off. I ain't right back. That's what he said.
That's
right?
Shit. So you're right. So, but I don't understand the argument for DeMar Hamlin. I really don't. I respect.
It's a feeling. It's a feelings argument.
Give him something. Like, make an award. I would make up an award for him. I would make up an award for him.
It's a feelings argument. It's a feelings argument. That's all it is. Okay, because they need something to make you feel good. And
that shit don't work with me. So
I don't have feelings, so
right. So, and I think this is the more important award for me that we're going to talk about. Coach of the year. By the way,
but hold on. Okay, so I said I don't have feelings. My daughter's like 10 feet away from me. She look at me like,
yeah, she's like, you lying like shit, bro. Like, don't cap.
No.
To your people on YouTube.
Oh no. They know. Listen, they know the only feelings I have only regarding to them. Like all the fucks I have to give. I wake up in the morning
and
I go to bed at night.
But that's insane. That is insane that he's not there. Because who's up there? Max Crosby? I don't really care. But no, I think the more important question is who wins head coach of the year. DeMeco Ryans is up there for me. You know who just jumped back into the conversation? Mike Tomlin. Hear me out.
Mike Tomlin?
Yes. Because
for coach of the year.
You don't see it? Just hear me out. Bro, wait. Bro, hear me out. There's a reason, right? So, first of all, he's never had a losing season ever, right? That's a thing. You lose Kenny Pickett. You go to Mitch Trubisky.
You didn't lose Kenny Pickett. You didn't lose nothing. You lose Kenny Pickett. You don't lose nothing,
bro. Have you seen their okay? But have you seen their record?
When you lose Kenny Pickett?
Okay, nothing. But have you seen their record? If I told you these are the 3 quarterbacks, or this is the 3 quarterbacks that you're going to have, and you got to make it to the playoffs, what are you doing? Kenny Pickett, Mitch Trubisky, Kyle Rudolph. Are you just saying, you know what? I'm good. I'm gonna just go somewhere else. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go to the local high school and find a quarterback. What do you mean?
But somehow he's put that team in a position to play a playoff game.
But here's the thing. I hear you, but also,
I mean, like I said, he jumped back into the conversation.
That's his job. Your job is to make it work. You have scrubs. You work with scrubs. You get great players. You work with great players. That's your job. So that doesn't mean you should be super awarded with Coach of the Year when there are teams literally out here winning 13, possibly 14 games in a 17-game season, but you should win it because you did it with the scrubs. Nobody cares. Who told you to have scrubs? Who told you?
All right.
Who told you to get scrubs?
It's not his fault though. Okay, so he's in my conversation. He might not be in your conversation. He's in my conversation. So DeMeco Ryans is in my conversation because I think they wrote them off this year. Everyone is like, okay, CJ Stroud is going to come in and they're going to, just play and try to get it together, and then they're going to come back next year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shane Steichen is in my conversation, and you know how much I fucking hate the Colts. So like, again, I fucking hate the Colts, but Jesus Christ, that team just doesn't want to lose, bro. Just lose fucking games. So Shane Steichen, DeMeco Ryans, Mike Tomlin. Obviously, the obvious ones are Dan Campbell.
I was about to say, I was waiting for you to say Dan Campbell because I don't know what's Dan Campbell in this conversation.
No, I'm saying those are the 3 that like the surprise ones. But Dan Campbell, who else am I'm missing?
John Harbaugh, bro. Okay,
but I think he's not gonna get it because they're not gonna make the playoffs.
No, here's the thing.
But if you're gonna give it to John Harbaugh, you don't want to give it to the guy who just went up into his house and put 30 on his head.
Okay, here's what
with
who?
Kyle Rudolph.
Okay. Here's what I'm saying to you here. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't give Coach of the Year to these guys because they work with scrubs and make it work. That's not what I'm saying to you here.
I'm saying give him consideration. I'm not saying give it to him. Give him consideration. Yeah.
First of all, you should consider every team above 500.
Facts.
Because there's a bunch of teams below 500.
You know what's funny? You know what is funny? You said John Harbaugh. You know what I was thinking of?
Who you talking about?
Because all of them look alike. Seattle's head coach,
Pete Carroll.
They all look alike to me, bro. All in white. They all look alike to me, bro.
Pete Carroll's 177 years old. What do you mean they all look alike to you?
They all no, but yeah, so my bad. So yeah, John Harbaugh, Dan Campbell. I'm missing someone. I'm not gonna give it to. I have 6.
You said DeMeco Ryan. You said Kevin Stefanski. Have you said?
Oh yeah, Stefanski. That's
Stefanski.
So,
yeah,
Stefanski, Shane Steichen, DeMeco Ryans. My 6th pick, which is probably no one else's, is Pittsburgh, and then John Harbaugh, and yeah. So that's my 6. Who?
I would go Kyle Shanahan. Why not?
I'm mum. I didn't say anything.
Why not? No.
Wait, what was racist? They all look alike.
Look alike. That's racist. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't want to say it because he's my co-host.
Jalen Carter, Rookie of the Year. Oh, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Yeah, ain't nobody, bro. Ain't nobody. Then who wins Offensive Rookie of the Year though?
Offensive Rookie of the Year?
Yeah. Zay? No.
CJ.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, that's what am I thinking? Yeah, my bad. That was my fault. I'm just so hung up on Baltimore, I can't think of anything else. And also, it's Houston, so fuck them. Like, if we're being real, like,
bro, CJ. It's
Yeah,
There's
that's so
nobody
easy.
else, bro.
But and the thing is, remember he was also considered that there was at some point before
He
he
was an
went
MVP
down,
race.
he was an MVP race.
Bro.
So like
And
that's
he
easy.
and then he got concussion, he got injured, stuff like so it's like
yeah,
yo.
so yeah, that's an easy one. So you said Kyle Shanahan.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me see. I have to make sure I get the name in front of me first. Okay, I say Kevin.
Yeah,
I say
Puka Nacua. But it's CJ's. It's CJ's.
Puka Nacua.
It's CJ's, bro. It's CJ's.
Puka Nacua is a good second option. It's a good second option.
But it's like I don't think there's a second option in this one. It's just
Puka Nacua is a good runner up in terms of like
right.
It's a good runner up.
If CJ got hurt worse and wasn't playing anymore, I would give it. I would see an argument.
So for me, okay, Kevin Stefanski,
right.
D'Amico Ryans, Shane
Steichen.
Dan Campbell, and John Harbaugh.
That's 5, right?
Wait, that's 5. Wait, Kyle Shanahan. That was my last one. Kyle Shanahan was my last one.
Kyle Shanahan, Shane Steichen, John Harbaugh, D'Amico Ryans, Kevin Stefanski. That's still 5.
No. I'll give you 6. I say Kevin Stefanski, D'Amico Ryans, Shane Steichen, Dan Campbell, John Harbaugh, and Kyle Shanahan.
Oh,
that's 6.
Yeah. Who don't I have on mine?
And I'm ignoring Sean McVay.
Easy.
Mike McDaniel. I don't believe they deserve.
Do you know homie from Denver is on there? Like
Sean Payton?
Sean Payton, he's in there. Exactly. For the atrocious ass the shit that he's doing, he's done. No. Like,
what did he do that was better what did he do that was better than Nathaniel Hackett? That he talked so much trash about when he first got in there. What did he do that was so much better?
Absolutely nothing, bro. Which is why I think them winning last weekend was such a bad thing, because like it's going to you see, maybe he was right, maybe it's Russ. Like, no, it's not. You weren't right. You got lucky. You got fucking lucky, bro.
And also, first of all, benching Russ and getting ready to cut Russ. What does Sean Payton want exactly?
Bro, I don't know, man.
Does he want Drew Brees? Because Drew Brees been retired for a few years now.
Right. You can't but in all honesty,
there's only one of him.
Nathaniel Hackett was
atrocious.
No, he was there because they thought Aaron Rodgers was going to leave Green Bay last year. And that's why they hired Nathaniel Hackett.
Yeah.
But when they didn't get him, they went for the next best thing. But he didn't. You see, he doesn't fit in that system. Russ doesn't. Russ also doesn't fit, unfortunately, in Sean Payton's system. So, but I think Russ cooked this year.
No.
He had some nice meals.
Russ didn't play bad this year, bro.
Right.
Russ didn't play bad. Like,
he was on pace for comeback player. If he didn't
play like to Russ standards,
right?
But also, Russ standards hasn't been. He hasn't played to Russ standards in some time, because again, he hasn't been in the offense that allows Russ to play like Russ.
So I hope next year, wherever he goes, he lands on his feet.
I mean, I could think of at least like 5 teams that could use a Russell Wilson, like
Facts. Yeah, there's a lot of them out there, bro.
There's a lot of them. In fact, if you look at AFC East, the Patriots could use a Russell.
Speaking of, what's going on with that situation with the head coach? Because he hasn't talked about it.
They should get rid of him.
Anthony, are they firing Ron Rivera anytime soon?
They should. First of all, you say that's your sleeper. That's my number 1 pick. What are you talking about, sleeper, bro? Like,
oh man, sleeper, that is funny,
sir. You only want sleeping because Baker is my comeback player of the year.
Yo, Anthony, are they firing Ron Rivera anytime? Like, because bro, what's going on with that?
If they don't fire him, we should set him on fire. Oh wait, no, I didn't say that out loud. No,
you actually, I don't remember. Anyways, week 18. Let's just go through that and then get. Oh God, it's the first show of the year. It's the second day of the year, and we're off to a great start. So let's run through it.
That's easy. Baltimore.
Oh yeah. Baltimore, Houston, Indianapolis.
You know what I'm gonna do while we here talking.
You're gonna go on pool host.
Yep.
forgot last week, didn't you?
No, I did, bro. Last week, I was driving back from Florida when you told me that. I pulled over to the side of the road to put the picks in, bro. So, yeah.
He said it's only here because of the cancer. Jesus Christ. Anyways, Houston, Indianapolis. This is now one of the more important games this weekend because it has playoff implications. Both of these teams are 8-7, 9-7, something, and they both could make the playoffs if they win. So both of them need this win. Who you got?
Who, Houston and Indiana?
Yeah, fuck. Don't ask me, man. I don't know.
Damn, that's a Saturday game.
That's a Saturday game. Like, look at what they're doing for us on Saturday. Like, they wait to the end of the fucking season to have us eat well. Like, we were getting so much,
bro. They were giving us crumbs the whole season, bro.
We were begging for food. We were begging for food, bro. And they wait till the end of the season. Like, you know what? Right. Yeah, I'll go, man.
I'm gonna go Houston. Go Houston.
Nice. Okay. Oh, damn, I don't know where I'm going with that one, bro.
Why is Pujols not working? This is ridiculous.
I honestly don't know where I'm going with that one, bro. For real. So let me see.
We could always come back to this one.
Yeah, I'll come back
and go to easier ones.
Yeah, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Cleveland. I'm going Cleveland. Minnesota, Detroit. Jacksonville, Tennessee. Jacksonville. Jets, New England. Like, see what I'm saying? Like, what's funny? Baltimore doesn't need to play this game.
They don't.
So that makes this game a little interesting because Pittsburgh needs to win this. Baltimore doesn't.
But also, Baltimore is playing with such a high after beating the Niners and
the way they beat the shit.
After massacring the Niners, and then who was it? They took the breath out of. Was it Miami they played last weekend?
They play Miami. Back to back.
Back to back. After they sit there and demolish those teams, first of all, they made Miami. Was that game in Miami?
No, I think that was in Baltimore.
Okay. So clearly Miami cannot play anywhere where it's above 50 degrees.
Clearly,
that's proof of that. Clearly, but yeah. So even though they don't need this game, I think Baltimore's gonna play this game to win. Because also this is a division round.
Yeah, so you want to end out.
They're not letting the Pittsburgh go in the playoff with a high,
right?
Because because they're gonna start feeling themselves,
right?
Because TJ Watt is gonna be like, I can get 2 more sacks to add to my numbers to inflate my numbers a little bit more. No,
stat padding. New York Jets and New England. Damn, that's kind of crazy.
I don't believe it either, but I'm saying it, so here we are.
Yo, you will lose. They gonna come jump you. Hey, Weds, this is for you, bro. They gonna come jump you.
Wait. What did he say? I missed the comment.
He said, "Please be the coach to start Lamar." Bro, you will get jumped. So where are we? Jacksonville, Tennessee. We got Jacksonville, New York Jets. You got New England.
Yes.
Yeah, New England. Tampa, Carolina. Tampa needs this, so I'm gonna go with Tampa.
Carolina. Wait, you skip Atlanta, New Orleans.
Oh shoot. Both shoot. So both New Orleans and Tampa Bay are playing.
That's the whole division.
Yeah.
The bottom of the mids.
Yeah. But both New Orleans and Tampa Bay are playing for that playoff, the division, division championship.
I think Atlanta wins. I think Tampa wins.
Wow, you going Atlanta?
Yep. Because I hate Derek Carr, and at this point, I'm pretty sure he hates me, even though he doesn't know me.
I was sitting at home like, who's Wetson?
He's like, I don't know who's Wetson, but I hate him because of his name.
Right. Chicago, Green Bay. So I got Tampa, and I will go Atlanta, but I got Tampa. Chicago, Bay. Green Bay. Wow. Green Bay. Give me 1 second, bro.
No problem. Yeah. All right. So Chicago, Green Bay. I'm going Green Bay just because I think Jordan Love is going to play a little bit. Well, no, Green Bay's been playing better. Green Bay has been playing better for the past few games, and even doing not playing for nothing. Let's see, Denver at Vegas. Being that there's no Russ, I'm gonna go Vegas because Vegas has been playing since they got rid of Josh McDaniel. Vegas has decided they're gonna play football again, and Max Crosby. Well, the whole defensive line actually been playing pretty well. So yeah, so for me, I would go Vegas on that one. Philadelphia and Giants. I'm mad they giving Philadelphia such an easy win for the to end the season with. But at the same time, no, no, no. The Giants had a game where they could have tie with the Rams and go to overtime, but they did a stupid play twice by going for that 2 point conversion. God, they had Tyrod. I watched that game, bro. Like, Tyrod Taylor. He's running, for that 2 point conversion. He's running towards the wide receiver. The wide receiver is staring at him in the face. He threw the ball behind him. Yeah, I can't put my faith in the Giants for nothing. Not that I ever had any, but yeah. So for that, I'm gonna go Philadelphia. When Mo come, he can make the rest of his picks. Seattle, Arizona. Arizona's playing on a high since they just beat Philadelphia. But Seattle's playing. They got something. They got something to win out of this. So wait, is Seattle going to in the playoff hunt? Let me take a look actually. Yes, while Mo's not here, I'm just gonna sit here and take a look at all these possibilities. Playoff brackets. Let's see. Seattle's 8-8. Ooh. Oh, never mind. Seattle's 8-8, and they're 1-4 in the division, so there's no chance for them. All right, but I'm still gonna go Seattle over Arizona because Arizona's the worst team in the division. Rams, Kansas City or Chargers. Kansas City, because Mahomes is gonna find a way to drag his team to a playoff, which makes them dangerous. Because every time they get in the playoff, you can never count them out. Although I will say, their defense has been playing pretty well. Like their defense is not the reason why they lose, because even last week's game, was it last week or the week before? I think it was the week before. Yeah, when they played Vegas, and it seems like the defense gave up like a single. They didn't even give up a single completion outside of like the first quarter or the first half, and they still. I think they managed to lose that game, but it wasn't because of the defense. It was probably because I think it was a couple of the pick six, a fumble recovery, and Kadarius Toney being garbage, and Kelsey being being garbage, and Valdez Scantling being garbage, and basically the entire freaking wide receiving core being garbage. So, oh no, I was just calling out everybody who's been garbage. And
no. So, no, I'm gonna tell you because I don't hide nothing on the show. No, because I got a cleaning lady coming in, so she was coming in to see, the apartment. That's it.
Who's coming in?
Cleaning lady.
Okay.
Yeah, because the dogs. Because I was gonna clean myself, but I'm like, you know what? I make money, man.
Why would you? Why would you, bro?
I make money, bro. Like, come on. At this point,
bro,
it's okay.
Again, it's easy, bro. It's easy to just pay for some tasks, bro. Because again, But you think about it this way: if you do it yourself, 2-3 hours, right?
Right. And I'm gonna have to do it while I'm working or wait for the weekend.
Or you can sit down, play Call of Duty, and pay some money for it.
Right.
You make your money back.
Right, I'll make it back. So where do we leave off? You got it yourself?
You
got it yourself?
No. I got up to Kansas City and Chargers because I was talking about how Kansas City's defense has been amazing for the past,
bruh,
they've been playing pretty well.
They've been playing pretty well.
But then the offense can't figure that together because do you remember at one point Valdez-Scantling was like a very good receiver.
Bro, when
he was catching passes from Rodgers.
Right.
He looked like he was elite. And then he gets Kansas City. I'm like, dude, like,
and
does Mahomes?
He forgot his hands. He forgot his hands in Green Bay, bro.
I'm like, does Mahomes throw too hard? Like, what is it? Like, what's stopping him catching the ball?
He forgot his hands in Green Bay.
He definitely. Or maybe whatever Rodgers was giving him.
Fucked it up.
Whatever Rodgers.
Oh, his ayahuasca. Oh, his weed.
The ashwagandha. Like,
you don't got that no more, bro. You don't got that no more. Oh man, so, that's funny.
Nah, but I pick okay, you were Tampa and Carolina, right? Did you pick Tampa and Carolina?
Yeah, I picked Tampa. I got Green Bay.
Yeah.
I want Vegas because fuck
I'm picking Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm picking Vegas, and Philadelphia may be good. Philadelphia may be playing like garbage, but
Philly might actually lose the game, which is at this point won't shock me.
I almost thought they would lose that game, but then I remember the Giants was down 26-19 against the Rams, and after they scored a touchdown, instead of tying the game like a normal team, they thought they were better than they were.
Right.
They went for a 2-point conversion twice. They went for a 2-point conversion because the first time I think there was a penalty or something.
Right, and it went back. Did it go back? No, it went forward.
Yeah, and then they had what you call it? Tyrod Taylor on the second one. This man, this man took the ball. He ran out of the pocket. He was staring at the receiver. The receiver staring back at him. He threw it behind the receiver, and they couldn't get the 2-point conversion, and they lost that game. So I'm gonna go Philly just because of that. But I hate Philly.
Right.
Yeah.
I think Seattle beats Arizona because they need this. Kansas City, they have a playoff berth and they have the division. Do they want to play? Do they want to? Okay.
Yes, because you know why? Because at this point you need to play because you need to see what you're getting come playoff time. Because if what you're getting so far has been what you've been getting all season, you can't rely on Mahomes to be the savior on this one,
right?
Because these guys can't catch a cold,
right?
Darius Toney, Sky Moore, Scantling, like Jesus Christ,
right?
Okay.
So Rams and San Francisco. Now, Anthony made a good point because if they're gonna sit Purdy, Ayuk, Debo, they're gonna sit players. You think the Rams pull this one off?
I would guess so, but only thing is because
the Rams need it.
The Rams do need it.
The Rams need it. So the Rams are gonna play.
I guess. No, I'm not picking the Rams. I'm picking San Francisco.
Okay. Dallas, Washington. I got Dallas. Yeah.
I got Buffalo.
I got Miami.
I got Buffalo. Buffalo with that division.
Right. But Miami doesn't want to lose it either, so.
Yeah, but Miami at this point, Miami's been getting smacked around a couple of times, so
Miami's really like backing up into the playoffs. It's not a good way to go into the playoffs. Like, you want to go into the playoffs hot, right? You don't ever want to go into the playoffs like mid. So that's gonna be fun to see.
Yeah.
Anyways,
so, yeah.
That is the show. Wow, we did an award show and then we still had a chance to pick our week. That's crazy.
Wait, did we pick a defensive player of the year?
We went TJ Watt.
Okay.
Yeah, we went TJ Watt. So that's gonna be fun though. This week is gonna be fun to watch. Obviously because it starts Saturday. Right.
Oh,
it's not a Thursday week, it's a Saturday week.
Oh, great. So that mean this week I get to sit down from Saturday until Monday morning.
Yeah.
And don't go nowhere. Cool.
Right. So yeah, that's fun. So again, Happy New Year. Thank you everybody. We're back. After football, we're gonna take a week off and then we're gonna come back with all basketball. It's crazy.
Yes, because there's been a lot of basketball happening.
Bro, there's a lot of basketball happening, and I want to talk about it, but it's so much football happening as well. Like, I mean, was his foot on the line or not? Like, but I think what is actually crazy about that shot is he's running full speed, stop and pop, and hit it. Like that is a feat, right? But like, what did he pull a KD or? Because
like your toe is just a little too big, sir. Like,
right. Yeah. Big ass
but
feet.
Yeah, we'll get to basketball soon.
We'll get
but football's been crazy interesting. So
right,
there's only so much that, especially with both of us talking, and Mo likes the sound of his voice. Like
I actually really do. Thank you.
Yeah. Hi, Paula. Look at that.
Look at her. She don't like cameras. Look over there. Look over there. All right, y'all.
All right, bro.
All right,
we'll chop it up.
Definitely. Peace.